ladies, if you ever walk into the garage and you see your man whip out this set of tools, just don't talk to him. Go back inside, maybe grab him a beer, but say nothing. When you put a turbo on a car that did not come with a turbo from the factory, what you have to do is run custom oil lines. Your turbo needs oil to 1, stay cool, and to 2, prevent too much friction happening from the shaft that's spinning in the middle. But I need a high pressure line from the back of the motor to go to the turbo to keep oil flowing. But the oil has to go back into the motor somehow. So you have to go to the oil pan and drill a massive hole and then use your tap and die set to thread an AN line, an AN fitting, straight in there. The oil can go back into the motor, back through the pickup tube, and keep recirculating through. Surprisingly, being from Harbor Freight, this is a really nice looking tap and die set. I have all metric sizes because I basically never use SAE. It goes all the way from 6x1 all the way up to 24x1.5. So if I had to, I could even rethread a wheel stud if I had to. Okay, yeah, nice. After getting the turbo and manifold mounted, it's all pretty small stuff. The only things I have left to do is I have to mount the wastegate, and the hardest part really is gonna be running intercooler lines. I might have a shop custom do that for me because this is a mess, but here we go. The kit actually came with AN lines and fittings that go into the block. Got my wastegate, and I got some other lines and stuff somewhere along here, but I'm gonna be taking a day or two to completely finish this kit so that we don't drag the videos out too much. By the end of this video, I'm hoping to have it started. All right, so Chris is here to help us get some stuff figured out. We're looking at over the drain kit, and it has this little piece that's supposed to go into the oil pan. This little guy right here is evidently supposed to be welded to it. Okay, so what we're focusing on right now is getting the high pressure feed to the top of the turbo. I need to take this little, what I need to do is take this little, so you can kind of see a little switch up there. It's right above where the oil filter would go. It's not coming off because I don't have a big enough 15/16 or a deep 24mm. So I'm gonna have to go to the store and grab one of those. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and worry about some other things. Let's try and mount this FPR-ish thing. Also, Chris is checking out and seeing what's inside of the wastegate. I don't know if there's springs in it already, but we have some extra ones, so we're gonna check that out. Got one in there. It's a pretty big boy. What we'll do is we'll just wait until we're tuning to change out the rest of them and to like figure out what we need, but I would say that's probably a good one. Maybe even put the bigger one on, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna go send. Full send. That'll be really nice actually, like that's super easy to access. Nothing's worse than like trying to get a wastegate off when it's hot and hard to reach. Possibly about to get geysered with fuel. Let's see. Oh, pop goes the weasel. We're good. So first issue running into this, this little fuel pressure, I don't know what this actually is. It looks like just something that flows straight through. It's supposed to bolt up to right here, but the holes don't line up.
A few moments later.
Okay, fuel is on, very jankily, but it's on. We haven't adjusted anything yet. That's our new FPR. Don't worry about the zip tie. The piece of crap bracket they gave us just doesn't work. So I'm gonna not crank the car, obviously, because there's no oil in it. I'm gonna go ahead and hook the battery up and see if we spew fuel anywhere. Make sure everything's tight, because the last thing you want is a fuel leak. That's a recipe for dying. Ready?
Yeah, there we go.
Fuel pressure? Yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. All right, let's get this wastegate on. This is gonna be interesting to get this out of the way. This sucker is massive. This is literally the mega-ist wastegate I've ever seen. This thing looks like it's ready for 40 pounds. Okay, so let's take a bet. How much boost do you think this turbo is gonna be able to push without just eating itself alive?
20.
That's pretty conservative, that's not too bad. I kinda wanna try 30 on this. We're gonna try for 30, but we'll see. This is a big wastegate though. This thing can handle a lot. Got the wastegate mounted and we got the fuel run. I just need a couple things for the oil lines to go get a couple tools, and then we'll be able to start the baby girl. All right, new day. I've got to go to a few stores to try and get some stuff. Oh, by the way, check out the shirt, bro. Wish you guys could see the rear. I can't, that doesn't work for me. So first off, I went to O'Reilly. I need a 24mm deep socket to get that back piece off so that I can run oil to the turbo. Now I'm gonna go to the race shop and hopefully I can find an oil drain. Now I went to my local race shop and got a couple things that I know will have to work. I got a 10 AN to 6 AN. I know this thread's gonna be small enough to possibly thread into it, but I also, just in case, I got a nut for the back of it, so if I need to, if the oil pan is too thin to thread into, then I'll go ahead and just use that. So let's get home and let's get to work. All right, surprising what you can do with the right tools, right? Nope, not at all. So went ahead and got this little guy situated and ready to go, ready to use the other day. That's gonna go straight into the block. They didn't give me a T. I don't know why they didn't give me a T. They gave me a cross with a plug, but that works, whatever. I'm gonna do the sensor right here, and then the feed to the turbo right up there. Okay, it's very interesting how I'm having to do this because it's just not in a very easy place to access, but my feed line is now pretty tight. I'm gonna have to move it around just a little bit so I can get my oil filter back on, which I did forget to buy at the store, dang it. But it's pretty much on. So you guys can see, you teed it off, high pressure feed going right here. It's gonna go to the turbo. And whatever the hell that little sensor is, it remains there. Right, it's time. Now, I don't want to be judged for this. I know I'm going to be. Disclaimer, I would never do this to a motor or a car that I really truly cared about. eBay Turbo calls for eBay things. So, it threaded in, but for safe measure, I JB welded it. I need to clock the turbo once more to get it just right, tighten everything back up, get it out of there, and then run the oil lines. Okay, why is it so wet outside again, dude? This is how humid Texas is, dog. This is the last time I'm bringing the turbo out. I'm gonna clock it one last time to make sure it fits correctly and I can get everything onto it. I'm gonna get the drain and everything on. It's mostly on right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep tinkering with this. So this is mildly concerning. They have, I don't think this is definitely, probably not a ball bearing turbo, and it's been restricted. So, little extra oil won't hurt. While I'm sweating my ass off, I'm having a very hard time getting this on. This is what you get for getting eBay stuff, I guess. So, forewarning, if you were to do this eBay kit of any sort, probably gonna have stuff that you're needing to modify. I'm actually surprised this is the first thing I'm having to modify, but I'm having to actually drill out the holes a little bit wider so I can get this thing on. Turning into a raisin, boys. So, here we go. This is the progress of it so far. I can't figure out a good way to get it clocked, and I've finally just kind of come to the conclusion that I need to go back to the race shop and get like a 90-degree bend out of this, and I have to get something for the top because like I can't actually reach the top at all. So it's kind of a bummer, but I've got to get a couple more connections. I can't get it started today, which is really what I wanted to do. All I need is oil to that and oil to that. I'll be good. I can literally crank it over. It's my 4th shirt today, by the way. 4th. I was really pushing to have a start up this video, but I honestly, like, I've already gone so many days without a video that I need to upload something. I know you guys, there's been a lot of people who are like, where are your videos at? We're really upset. And I appreciate that. Like, I know you guys love the videos, but I really wanted this to be like a fast, not a fast pace, but like no filler steps. But I guess there was a lot done this video that we had to do. And I guess to go over everything that we did, got the wastegate on, we got the oil mostly done, we got mostly oil done. Got the fuel on, that we did that earlier, the beginning of the video, you guys saw that. And then this JB weld's actually like holding really well. It's supposed to like cure for like 16 hours, so it's probably a good thing that I'm not trying to torque something onto that so I don't have to wait again. So it's probably best. Patience is a virtue, and I am going to go ahead and have to practice that tonight because I really want to get this done. But I can guarantee you, next video, this guy's gonna start. And then early next week, we're gonna bring it to the fab shop. I'm gonna have Susie do some piping for me, and we'll end up finishing it up. And I'm aiming to get it tuned for me at the end of next week, but we'll see. We'll have to roll with the punches. But I guess that is my maybe advice for you guys today. Sometimes life doesn't go your way, and sometimes life isn't fair. You just gotta go with it and roll with the punches. Playing life, the cards you're dealt, is really what defines you as a person. So make sure you do it to your best ability, and also just enjoy life. Peace out. See you guys later. I got 2 videos. I know you guys know that, but is you clicking? Is you clicking those 2 videos? I'm telling you what, boys. I know you need. I was gonna go off on something else right now, and I just forgot what I was gonna say. So enjoy this bird chirping for 2 more seconds.